the golden anniversary of the original version, the 6th generation of the Maserati Quattroporte premieres here in Detroit today. A model which will once again shape Maserati's future.
It's so much bigger.
Oh my God.
I don't even have to move. It's doing the work for me.
It's longer, larger, lighter, more powerful, more efficient, and faster. These are the essential characteristics describing the new Quattroporte. The car is 10 inches longer than the previous model, 3 inches wider, and yet 220 pounds lighter. Not only this, the new Quattroporte is more powerful, faster, and more eco-friendly. 530 HP, 191 miles per hour, and up to 20% less fuel consumption. But a quick walk around the car will tell you more than 1,000 words or colorful slides. First, let's talk about the style. 3 keywords: proportion, dynamism, and purity. Simple lines and high-quality surfaces without losing the perspective of each detail. This is the essence of Italian car design. The most remarkable visual elements of the previous Quattroporte have been carried forward, being hallmarks of our brand. The pronounced grille, the air outlets on the fender, dating back to the first Maserati passenger car of 1946, and the triangular C-pillar bearing our trident. New front lights with LED functions, providing a distinctive look and exceptional performance. The sculptured hood emphasizing the separated volumes of the fenders. And the central and lower part of the fascia, emphasizing the outstanding performance and capabilities of the car. Designing the side of the new Quattroporte, the goal was to hide the larger dimensions of the car, but to maintain the proportions of an elegantly sporty sedan, underlined by a very recognizable, continuous character line that flows from the front of the car to the back. Particular attention was put on the greenhouse, using frameless doors, allowing continuous chrome to highlight the windows. And the triangular shape of the C-pillar with the Maserati Trident logo evokes the styling legacy. And in the rear of the car, horizontal rear lights, inspired by the Gran Turismo, feature LED functions and give a wider feeling to balance the increased width of the car and the increased trunk volumes. But let's now talk about what is inside this wonderfully sculpted body. New proprietary Maserati V8 and V6 engines, each of which feature twin turbos and the latest direct injection technology. Developed in direct cooperation between the Maserati powertrain team and the Ferrari powertrain team, these new engines are built in the Ferrari plant in Maranello for exclusive use by Maserati. This is an entirely new generation of Maserati engines, powerful, thrilling, and efficient, arranged to propel Maserati into its future. The V8 has 530 HP and a maximum torque of 710 Newton meters. And the V6 with 410 HP has a maximum torque of 550 Nm. And both engines provide outstanding efficiency, up to 20% reduction in fuel consumption and CO2 emissions compared to our current V8 range. And beyond this, there is more. An unprecedented new feature for Maserati. An all-wheel drive system, which we call Q4, will be available on the V6 models. The Q4 is one of the many firsts of the new Quattroporte. A system capable of redistributing the torque instantly from rear-wheel drive, 100% rear-wheel drive, to a perfectly balanced 50-50 distribution between the front and the rear wheels. In addition, the Quattroporte powertrain features and is completed by a class-leading transmission, an extremely refined, customized, and ultra-sophisticated 8-speed automatic transmission for both versions, rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. But as I mentioned, despite being 10 inches longer and approximately 3 inches wider than the previous model, the new Quattroporte weighs 220 pounds less than its predecessor. And we maintain the perfect 50-50 weight balance distribution front to rear for both versions, rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, which guarantees the extraordinary handling characteristics expected and provided in any vehicle wearing the Trident. This was accomplished by the extensive use of aluminum in the upper body of the car. The total percentage of aluminum parts in the upper body accounts for 60%. But let's now take a look at the layout and the design of the interior. Maserati represents a unique blend of Italian design with sophisticated materials, exclusive woods, and sumptuous leathers. The concept behind the interior of the Quattroporte is elegant and functional simplicity. A dashboard design based on layers to demonstrate the thickness and authenticity of precious materials like woods and leathers. Lines flow in continuum around the passengers, trimming the volumes with the horizontal cuts, emphasizing the sense of spaciousness. We kept all surfaces clean, uninterrupted by buttons and switches. The center floating console is wrapped by high-quality leather flowing into the instrument panel. The seats are a balanced mix between the sporting soul of the Maserati brand and our elegant approach to a full-size sedan. In addition, it offers all you expect from a state-of-the-art sedan, including a dedicated 1280-watt, 15-speaker Powers & Wilkins audio system. We have discussed the generous dimensions of the new Quattroporte and the vast improvement of the legroom for the rear passengers. Over 4 inches of difference for best-in-class comfort. Not to mention the huge capacity of the trunk compartment. Nearly 3 cubic feet more than before, for a total capacity of approximately 19 cubic feet with a split folding rear seat. A massive amount of aerodynamic design and sophisticated engineering in the wind tunnel allowed us to obtain an excellent drag coefficient and optimization of the airflow around and beneath the car. We were successful in minimizing the lift using a feature unprecedented in this segment. A flat, extensive under tray containing several aerodynamic details, including a NACA duct, which helps to cool the differential without increasing the drag, and flaps on the rear suspension arm to channel the airflow. Nobody else in this segment does anything quite like it. Only Ferrari and, of course, our colleagues at Maserati and Ferrari. A new car, this new car, also means a complete industrial revolution for Maserati. This is the first Quattroporte produced outside of our home Modena. To be exact, at OMG, Officine Maserati Gugliasco, a place near Turin in Italy. In fact, the new Quattroporte is the first of 3 new products that will in the next 3 years make Maserati a genuine global player, covering 100% of the global luxury car market versus slightly more than 20% in 2012. With 3 industrial sites and a sales network almost twice the size of what we have today, with key markets such as the United States growing. In fact, Maserati North America has doubled its sales in 2009, since 2009. Finishing 2012, a record year, up over 70%, an all-time sales record, selling almost 3,000 cars. And a production which will grow from the 6,300 units in 2012 to over 50,000 in 2015. But we know that a sparkling new plant, technically advanced concepts and design, and an increased distribution network are only a part of the prerequisites and pieces of our future. Larger, lighter, more powerful, and more efficient than ever before. The Italian version of how perfectly beautiful a luxury sports sedan can be. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much having joined us today, and I invite you to have, together with us, a closer look to this beautiful new car. Thank you.